Farbound, you idiot! Didn't you tell Yoakum of my offer of $1 million for the rights to manufacture his drug?
I did, General Bolmus, but he says he's only interested in what's good for the USA.
What's good for General Bolmus is what's good for the USA. And by Charlie Wilson, don't you ever forget it. Right?
Right. Rising on the funeral stars and hip, 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 hooray. What's good for General Bolmus is good for the USA.
Farbound, I want the manufacturing rights to that drug, and by E.R. Squibb and Sons, I don't care how I get it. Is Yoakum coming here?
Yes, but I don't think it'll help. He wants to give it to the government.
The government? Didn't you tell him that I have more money?
But my dear General Bolmus.
Don't you dear General Bolmus me, you bumbling, incompetent, hillbilly cretin! If I own this drug, I can make all the money in the world, and I need it! Ever since I was a child, a simple child, I had a simple dream. And that dream was to own all the money in the world before the greatest broker of them all called him the big stock market in the sky. And you imbecile, you shattered a child's dream!
Wolfie, sweetie, lower your voice. Relax. Here, this will quiet you.
What is it?
Your Norman Vincent Peel pill.
I'm not taking those peel pills anymore. They make me too positive.
Mr. Yoakum's here, sir.
Send him in, send him in. Pass you not to stay. I may need you. My boy. I'm General Bolman's son.
Howdy, General.
You know the senator, and this is Miss Appassionato von Kleinborn, my, confidential secretary.
Confidential secretary.
Yeah, you can read all about me in Confidential.
Howdy, ma'am.
How do you do, Mr. Yoakum?
So pretty fur you got.
Yeah. I kind of trapped it.
What's the secret open up on that stuff?
It never closes.
Yo, it's time you and I talked a little business. I'm willing to offer you $1 million in cash for the rights to manufacture your drug.
But I already told the president.
President? What president?
The president of the United States.
Oh, that president! I don't think you comprehend what this elixir of yours can do.
Stop them from bombing my hometown, and that's all I cares about.
Idealistic nonsense! Yo, I have access to top secret government reports, and they tell me that this drug of yours exceeds the most fantastic of the scientific discoveries.
Is that good?
Good! Why, it'll give every man the perfect physique. It'll make fat men thin man fat. It'll remove hair from where you don't want it, puts it where it counts the most. It'll broaden your shoulders. It'll narrow your hips. It'll build up your core muscles. It'll lower your blood pressure. It'll put you to sleep at night, wake you up in the morning. It softens your beard. It toughens your skin. What more? Cleans your teeth and leaves your breath warm.
Sure got good manners, don't it?
Give us the word. We'll put it into production. We'll bottle it. We'll name it after you. We'll call it Yoka-Cola.
Coca-Cola.
Son, we'll make billions. And for starters, I'm gonna write you a check for $1 million.
Well, if you don't mind, General, I'd rather give my money to the government. Well, they're running Sadie Hawkins Day back in my hometown, and I gotta catch the bus home, so goodbye, General.
But believe me, you can't give up on $1 billion. It just ain't thrifty.
Well, I've always been kind of sporty with my money. Bye, y'all.
How do you like that? Well, there's $1 billion in that drug, and I'm not through with it. Not yet. Not by Merrill Lynch, Fenner, and Bean, I'm not. Farbound, what's this Sadie Hawkins Day?
Oh, a monstrous event where the gals chases the men and marry whomsoever they catches.
Can, outsider enter?
Sure can.
Aha! We've got it! We go to Dogpatch. Appassionata enters the race. She runs the race. She catches Abner Yoakum, she marries Abner Yoakum, and by community property owns half of everything he owns, specifically Yoakum Berry Tonic. And then if some poor accident should befall the poor fool, you, his young widow, will be the sole possessor of the entire drug.
But Bossy, supposing I don't catch him, I never run anymore.
You'll run this time, or else you'll be back at Howard Johnson's. Look, can you be sure she'll catch him on Sadie Hawkins Day?
General, I knows the man for the job.
Pack your things, Aficionado, we're heading for the hills. I tell you, by Tennessee Ernie and Tennessee Williams, we'll show those hillbillies what's what. Right?
Right. He makes the rules and he intends to keep it that way. What's good for general bonus is good for the USA.
Ladies, get your Sadie Hawkins Day equipment, ropes, bear traps, running shoes, and...
He's coming! Abner's coming!
Come on, Dad. What's wrong? Ain't you coming? I'm gonna go home and get myself slicked up first. Besides, if he's gonna be my man, I don't want to share him with the whole town. You're so right. Tell him to wait for me after everybody's gone. Right. That is, if he wants. Don't worry, he'll want.
Tell us about Washington, son. All them crooks.
There's no crooks up there. Washington's a right nice town. Everything's made out of big old white marble, and you can't hardly spit without hitting the national shrine. Ain't that right, Sam?
That's right, and I don't know, because I let a chaw of tobacco go in a strong wind, whipped around the Washington Memorial, passed old Abe Lincoln, came to rest on the Jefferson Dome.
Thank God it didn't hit none of the Confederacy.
Thank God.
Sam got a $5 fine. The law says you can't deface a national shrine.
Tell us about the government, though. All them crooks.
These ain't no crooks. I told you that. And I can tell you this, too. The government is doing just fine. Ain't that right, Sam?
You is so right, boy.
Them city folks and we are pretty much alike.
Though they ain't used to living in the sticks.
We don't like stoner cement,
But we is in agreement when we get down to talking politics. The country's in the very best of hands. The best of hands. The best of hands. Treasury says the national debt is climbing to the sky.
and government expenditures have never been so high.
It makes a fella get a gleam of pride within his eye to see how our economy expands. The country's in the very best of hands. The country's in the very best of hands. The best of hands. The best drawing up a bill.
Whereas intuits are crowded in each codicil.
Such terminology would give your heart a thrill. There's phrases there that no one understands. The country's in the very best of hands. The building boom, they say, is getting bigger every day.
And when I ask the fella how could everybody pay,
He comes up with an answer that makes everything okay. Supplies are getting greater than demands. The country's in the very best of hands. The congressmen and senators are dumb.
but they runs into problems that are tough to overcome.
They just declares a thing they call a moratorium. The upper and the lower house disbands. The country's in the very best of hands. Those voters is connected to the nominee. The nominee's connected to the treasury. When he ain't connected to the treasury, he sits around in his thigh bones. He sits around in this place of God, this big congressional parking lot. He sits around in there, you know what? Up there they call them their thigh bones. And bones gonna rise again, gonna exercise a franchise again, gonna tax yourself to our eyes again. When he gets up off of their thigh bones, the country's in the very best of hands. The best of hands. The best of hands. The farm bill should be 89% of parity.
Another fella recommends it should be 93.
But 80-95% who cares about degree? It's parity that no one understands. The country's in the very best of
Abner, we're mighty happy to see you back here for City Hockey Day. And I'd like to remind you folks that the race starts at 2 o'clock. So, you've got any ring up to do. Get to doing it.
Get your Sadie Hawkins equipment, running shoes.
Hey, available. What's the biggest size running shoes you got?
What size do you want?
I need a size 15.
You?
Yeah.
That's pretty narrow. But it's available.
All right.
Mammy, how come Daisy didn't come to meet me?
Maybe she didn't want no party, son. Then again, maybe she does.
Well, howdy, Daisy.
Hi, Abner.
So glad I made it back to the race this afternoon.
Sure you still want to go through with it?
Sure.
Has he figured out how I'm going to catch you so he both knows what he's doing?
Well, not exactly.
I have! Just close your eyes and see if you can picture it. You takes off with the usual burst of brilliant speed.
Naturally.
I hightails it right after you.
I sees it.
You heads for Impulsive Rock.
I likes it.
I takes a shortcut through Hogtop Boulevard.
I gotcha.
He sees me coming and ducks through Saddle Belly Lane.
I'm a ducking.
I'm gaining on you, and we's headed for the promised land.
Goose Screech Gulch.
Right.
I can see it now. As my feet start slipping into the feathers, you start gaining.
I start gaining.
You's only a couple feet behind me.
Couple feet.
You's reaching out your hand.
I reaches.
Your fingers spread to grab me.
I'm a grabbing.
And then,
Yes?
I'm sorry, Daisy.
What happened?
Puts on a brilliant burst of speed and dashes out of sight.
You mean you still ain't gonna let me catch you?
I don't know, Daisy. I sure intended to. But I'll tell you this much. I'm gonna go into that race this afternoon and do my darndest to let you catch me. Because if anyone deserves to catch me, I guess it's you.
Oh, available.
Well, howdy, Daisy. What's on your scintillating and well-built little man?
I was wondering if you could arrange to make the Sadie Hawkins Day race come out right.
So that you catches Abner?
Naturally.
Daisy May Scrap, do you realize what you're asking? That I'll betray my neighbor? Sell out my fellow man? What is there in this whole world that makes you think I can slip to such slimy depths of mortal gravity and human degradation?
50 cents.
Could you make that $1?
Maybe good.
Alrighty then. I'm going to be stopped by the only diabolical device guaranteed to freeze a fear-crazed bachelor in full flight.
Namely,
Stupefying Jones.
it's a deal.
Now move along, honey.
There's our man now. All available. Come on over here and meet the Honorable General Holmes.
Welcome to Dog Patch, General. I'd say, what's your pleasure, sir, but I'd see a done brother with you.
Jones, we must stop Abner dead in his tracks this afternoon, so Miss Apasionata here can catch him.
There's only one man for the job, a refugee from justice, hiding out in these very hills. A man whose name comprises of the three foulest words in the English language, namely, evil eye fleagle.
Evil eye, Fleagle. What's he like?
Picture the warm friendliness of a rattlesnake. Picture 5'4" of menacing manhood. Picture the hat covering a face of sinister rapacity. Picture 2 eyes staring out with supernatural powers of malevolent intent.
Someone call me.
Sashay over here and meet the general.
You mean to tell me that you actually paralyze with your eyes?
Naturally, it's known in paralyzing swinkles as Fleagle's famous, fabulous fracturizing whammy.
Can you put this whammy on Yoko long enough for Miss Apasionata here to catch him this afternoon?
Naturally, get the picture. Sadie Hawkins' day began. Gun goes off, Bastion is running, maid is pursuing. Yoko comes dashing by. I jumps up down, rotates my eyeballs, rears back, and then flies with a triple whammy, which is me and Yoko smack in the back.
What happens?
His bone marrow freezes, his pancreas petrifies, and all of his red corpuscles and his white corpuscles suddenly stay on stock still and stupidly stare at each other. I dashed up and fought with this superbly staring young lady.
Is he dead?
With Yoko, you can't always tell.
You guarantee he'll actually thaw out.
Absolutely.
You deliver Yoko, and you've got a job with me for life.
At your service.
Obviously, little fellow. The suit's the same color as money.
All right, you miserable fear-crazed bachelors. When I fire off this gun, you will disperse backside over tea kettle in all directions. And when I fire off this gun again, this bevy of love-starved Valentine-believing maids will set up after you. There is no rules. Everything goes. All right, bachelors ready, maidens ready. Sadie Hawkins Day is officially. Wait a minute, not yet. Sadie Hawkins Day is officially begun.